Hello guys, my name is Justin and welcome back to a new video. As you can see, this is a completely different video from the ones that I make. This is gonna be a short POV drive of my BMW E46 325i. I'm gonna drive around a little bit, talk about the car, why I got it, how I got it, and everything in between, I guess. So as I said before, this is a 325i. You can actually watch the video of me doing about this car when I just got it. I bought this car from Stuttgart, Germany, so I actually should begin from the beginning. So it's actually an E46 325i 2003 model. So it's a facelift sedan in black. I imported it from Stuttgart, Germany, and I paid 2,500 euros. Now, why did I import a car rather than buy it locally? Well, locally, a lot of BMWs are bought by young people like me, and they neglect taking care of them. So usually they're very run down, and for the price that I paid, I could only get a touring diesel, but I really wanted either a sedan or a coupe. Now, I looked in Germany for quite a while for cars, and I'll just say that I know zero German. The only way for me to communicate is either in English or in German by text, and a lot of German sellers, they do not want to communicate by text, and the ones that do communicate, they're rather rude, because in my eyes they don't really care about cars like the E46 because they are relatively cheap for them, so they just want to get rid of them, and they do not want to spend time talking about it and showing it off through the phone. One seller literally told me that I asked too many questions about the car. Well, I mean, I'm buying the car, I want to make sure that it is driving and it is all right before I buy it sight unseen. So I mean, where is that kind of logic? So yeah, I found this car on like the advertisement for it on like the part of the website where it shows interesting listings based on the ones that you searched for before. So that's how I found this car. I contacted the seller, really didn't think much of it because I had lost all hope. I had contacted like 10 sellers before, and they either didn't want to communicate, or they were just very rude, or the cars were just complete shit boxes. So I texted this seller, and he was very friendly, very polite. He showed me the car through photos, through videos. Buying a car sight unseen for import for the first time in my life. He was very patient. He explained every single detail that I need to know, and he made the entire buying process very, very easy. So that kind of pushed me to buy this car. Now, specifically, I really wanted a coupe, but I couldn't really find the ones that I wanted. I had found one, but it had half the options that this car has, as well as it was twice the price of this one. It was almost 5,000 euros. So I would rather buy a sedan for half the price than a coupe for double the price. Now, in terms of options, this car has quite a few. It has a hi-fi speaker system. It has a BMW original navigation. Of course, the screen is a little bit damaged, but that's okay, I'll fix it. It has cloth sports seats, a sports steering wheel, as well as the seats are heated. So it's pretty much enough for me, what I want out of a car. Plus, it being an E46, you can easily retrofit a lot of options, which I'm gonna do in the future as well. So I bought the car, and it got delivered to me in about a week. I need to put this phone away because it just keeps sending me notifications, and honestly it's very hard for me because half of my vision is blocked by the GoPro. It's my first time doing a proper POV drive, so make sure you press thumbs up for it. So yeah, I bought the car. At the beginning it had a few problems. Obviously, like most BMWs, it was leaking oil, and it was leaking it from the oil filter gasket, so I had that replaced. I also had a lot of other things replaced, like the spark plugs, vacuum lines, fuel filter and fuel pump, of course the oil and the filters as well. I had the pulleys replaced, the thermostat, the water pump, the antifreeze, all that sort of stuff. I don't know the name in English, but I think it's the front axle, the right front axle, that got replaced as well because it was bad. And I also had the exhaust welded because it had a little hole in it. Speaking about the exhaust, as you can hear, the car sounds wonderful. I already bought it like this. I did not add an exhaust system. It had two certifications, so it was made by a company called JOM, J-O-M exhausts. The certification doesn't really show anything what has been done to the car, rather than just the fact that it is legal. It has all of the catalytic converters, so I don't know if it's a full sports exhaust system or just the muffler, but I really like it. It makes it sound very nice, not too loud, and the main thing for me is that it is legal. So I don't want to lose my technical certification, which runs out at the end of March, to a too loud exhaust. Actually, on Thursday I'm gonna go for the second time to technical inspection to try and get it passed, because I had to fix some things. Well, like I said, the front axle, as well as I remember the rear brake lines were replaced as well. Now, this car is kinda mechanically okay. When I say kinda, is that after a night, the first start of the car, it gives me a cylinder 5 misfire. Now I already said all of the things that I've replaced. I even checked the compression of the cylinders as well as the spark plugs. I mean, not the spark plugs, the fuel injectors, and it still gives me the misfire. But when I restart the car, everything is okay. It drives very nicely, it pulls away, it has the power, everything. So I do not understand what the hell is wrong with this car. So if you might know, please let me know in the comment section down below. You would really help me a lot. Now, speaking about what I'm planning to do with this car, is I'm planning to make it kinda a good looking daily driver. I'm not really gonna do anything for performance, because where I live there aren't really any autobahns or tracks where I could use that performance, so there's literally no point for me in doing that. It would just be a waste of money and kinda a waste of a driver's license. So I'm gonna be investing mainly in looks. I already have bought some BBS replica wheels. You can see a picture of them right now on the screen. And the reason why I bought replica is because I definitely do not have the money to put towards a original set of BBS wheels. The replica is gonna do just fine. Right now the car is on horrible looking winter wheels, but I decided to save the money and not invest in buying winter wheels for this winter. So yeah, I'm also gonna be doing a full M package, both outside and inside. I'm gonna be installing a CSL type spoiler, which I already have. Obviously doing a front lip, a diffuser, maybe some lowering springs. On the interior, I want to replace the cloth seats with some leather ones, as well as the steering wheel with an M Performance one. I also have a rear sunblind, which I'm gonna try and retrofit, which is a very cool option to have on an E46. I'll also try to fix this screen right here, because I don't like those Android units and I want to keep the car as OEM as possible, well, as much as I can. And yeah, that's about it. What I'm gonna do with the car, you know, from the top of my head I cannot think of anything more, but if I get any more ideas, I'll obviously share them with you. Oh, I'll also have a carbon cube interior trim. I also made a video on that, so you can go check it out right now by clicking the top box on the screen, right top of the screen. Yeah, what else? So an E46 was always a dream car of mine, you know, even from Need for Speed Most Wanted days. I always wanted to have one. It's a really nice car. It looks very nice. The parts are very cheap. It's the type of car where you can still fix it yourself. You don't need a computer to do it for you. So that's why I love an E46. You know, every single time I drive this car, I always drive it with a smile, because it just makes me happy. The way that everything feels, the mechanical side of the car, and just the way it drives, I'm really happy for it. And if you have an E46 or a car that just makes you happy, please share your story in the comment section down below with me and with other viewers of this video. By the way, I just want to mention that if you notice that if I'm not shifting gears comfortably, or I'm kind of jerking the car, it is because I'm still not used to driving a petrol manual. The cars that I drove before were all diesels, either automatic or manual, and if you know cars, you know that a manual diesel is completely different to drive than a petrol one. So I'm still trying to get used to it. The clutch needs a little bit of adjustment because it's very weird. You kind of let go of it and it still kind of jerks you off. That's a very nice, that's what she said. Jerks you off. But yeah, I didn't really drive this car, even though I have it for almost 5 months, because when I got it, at first it was getting the problems that I mentioned before fixed. Then I kind of put it away in a garage for winter time, because the few months of winter we got were really horrible, so I didn't want the car to let it basically rust more than it already has. And yeah, I literally picked it up from the garage like a few weeks ago and was getting the things required for technical inspection fixed. So right now everything is fixed and I can fully enjoy driving this phenomenal car. As you can hear, it sounds absolutely amazing. It pulls right away. I'm really happy with this purchase. And if you're thinking about buying an E46, I say go for it. 100% go for it. By the way, I'm doing over 120, and I think there was a speed radar that basically measures if you're doing over 100. So hopefully I don't get a speeding ticket. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you want more POV videos or different style videos for me, make sure you press thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Of course, click the bell to receive all of the notifications so you don't miss a new upload. As always, thank you very much for watching, and until next time.